Dia de los Muertos is a Mexican holiday celebrated during November 1st and 2nd. The indigenous people combined the Catholic holiday of All Souls and All Saints' Day with their own ancient beliefs of honoring their deceased loved ones. It is believed that at midnight on October 31st, the gates of heaven are opened and the spirits of all the deceased children, the angelitos, are allowed to reunite with their families for 24 hours. On the 2nd of November, the spirits of the adults come down to partake in the festivities prepared for them. To begin, I'm going to prime my face using my Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer, and this provides a smooth surface for the rest of my makeup. I'm then going to take this black kohl eyeliner and I'm going to trace the outline of my eye socket. You don't have to be perfect with this, you can make it any way that you would like, but I'm sticking to the exact shape of my eye socket right now. When that is finished, I'm going to take this white face paint and this Sigma foundation brush and apply that face paint all over my face. You can go ahead and use another base or anything like that, but face paint is what I'll be using. So I'm going to fill in my entire face so that it will be as opaque as possible. You don't want any skin showing, so take your time, especially around the sockets like I did. For the bridge of my nose, I'm using this Kabuki brush by Sigma, and this really gives me a precise shading. When that is finished, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to apply that to my eyebrows, and that way your eyebrows will lie flat. And then I'm going to take my black face paint and that same Kabuki brush and start to fill in my eye sockets for that hollowed effect. When that is finished, I'm taking my pencil now to just fill in any sparse spaces and also to just neaten up the edges of my eyes. So when that is finished, I'm going to take my Naked 2 and black out and a flat shader brush and just set that face paint on my eyes. I'm taking this small angled brush by Sigma and begin drawing that scalloped look around the edges of my eye sockets. You again don't have to be perfect, and if you mess up like I did here, you don't have to worry because you can just take some more of that face paint or whatever you're using and just sort of pat it out and smoothen it out, and it comes as good as new. So I'm going to continue making that scalloped look around the edges of my eyes, and this is very common in sugar skull looks. So I'm taking this red face paint, you can use red eyeshadow or anything like that, and I'm going to take this brush by Sigma and start to fill in these scalloped edges. Because I want my sugar skull to be a little more decorative, I'm taking these beautiful ruby red gems and I'm going to take this duo lash glue and I'm going to apply that right above the arch of my eyebrows, just like this. And then I'm going to take that angled brush again and some face paint, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a spider web onto my face. And this is just the easiest way, I think, to draw a web. And I just added one more diamond in the middle of my forehead. Yes, you're seeing me using eyeliner, but I don't recommend that because it does not work very good when you have that paint. So I'm just filling in my spider web, thickening up the edges so it looks a little more realistic. For my nose, I'm just going to make a point and then start to fill it in just like I'm doing right here. And you can make the nose shape any way that you would like, but I think that this is the easiest way to do it. So for the stitches, I'm just going to extend a line from the corners of my lips just like this, and I'm going to make those horizontal little lines for that stitch effect. So when that is finished, I'm going to take some white paint and go ahead and apply that all over my lips. This just makes the color that I'm going to use pop even more. So I'm just applying some more stitches. I didn't do the stitching on my lips, but you were free to do that, and I just filled in my lips using my Urban Decay number 69. When that is finished, I just decided to add some swirls to my cheeks. You can be so much more creative with this and do a ton of other things. So at the base of my chin, I'm just drawing a flower. It isn't too fancy. It was the easiest thing that I could do because I can't really draw that well. And then I'm filling it in again with that red face paint. And I love how the red and the black merged together and I end up with a beautiful purplish color, so that was just wonderful. So taking that same red, I'm just going to trace some of the lines on my spider web, and it just gives it a lot more definition, having red and black mixing there. So I'm going to do the exact same thing for my chin and the sides of my jaw like this, just making some swirly stuff. Now I'm going to contour my cheekbones, and I'm using blackout and a fluffy blending brush, and this makes it very skull-like and very hollow. You can do this before you do the stitching, mind you. So I'm using this glitter palette and a flat brush, and I'm just going to apply that over my eyes for a little sparkle. I'm taking these spider lashes, literally spider web lashes, and I'm going to apply that. As usual, I'm dragging the lash over some glue that I have on the back of my hand and then applying it to my eyes like this. So I'm going to add a little more definition to my sugar skull look. So I'm just putting these little dots right above the swirls that I made on my cheeks as well as my jawline. And then I'm going to pop some colored contacts in, and these are violet. If you are from Trinidad, you can get them at Wonderful World. Death is seen in different ways around the world. Some people fear it because they associate it with all things evil. However, Mexicans see it as a celebration for the life of their deceased ancestors and loved ones. So you guys, that was the end of this video tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed my take on the beautiful sugar skull Halloween makeup look. Thumbs it up for lots more Halloween videos, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you haven't already so you won't miss a thing. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!